Okay, I'd like to say before the video starts, because of the lighting and the fact that my webcam's crap, it looks like I've done my makeup really shit, but like my face is coming off. I mean, I've done my makeup shit, but not as shit as the video made it out to be, so I just want to get that out of the way first. Thanks. Okay, so I was originally going to do this as an article for my website, but I decided to do it as a video since I feel like it would be way too long. Anyway, unless you've been living under a rock, 2 days ago there was another terrorist attack in the UK, because Europe loves Islam. Anyway, this video isn't really going to be talking about what happened, it's going to be more to do with my thoughts on Islam as a whole. But for those of you who don't know, on Wednesday, there was a man who ploughed his car into pedestrians on Westminster Bridge near Parliament in London, where he killed 2 people. And he injured other 4 crashing, and after he crashed, he stabbed an armed police officer, and I believe it's like 1 or 2 other deaths since then, with their injuries. But anyway, after he stabbed the police officer, he got shot by police and thankfully died. He was inspired to do his attack by Islam, and ISIS even took responsibility for what happened. So, thanks again, Islam. We love you. I mean, as usual, liberals didn't really pay respect to those who died, but were instead more worried about the poor innocent brown Muslims. Meanwhile, those poor innocent Muslims that liberals are so worried about completely approved of the attack. And regarding the attack, the Prime Minister, Theresa May, she claimed that Islam was a great faith, and she said this almost immediately after the attack. And anyone who knows even a little tiny bit about Islam can tell you that the faith is terrible and it hurts everyone and everything. And in one of the many examples that I'm going to give you in this video is that in a survey conducted a few years ago here in England, the country I live in, 100% of Muslims who took part said that they had a zero-tolerance policy towards homosexuality. Okay, this could mean that we just don't accept it, which, in my opinion, is completely okay. However, there is another, more recent, survey where 52% of British Muslims who was in the survey said that they would like homosexuality to be criminalised. And this is here in the UK, one of the most progressive countries in the world. Going back to our current Prime Minister, Theresa May once claimed that Sharia law benefits women in the UK greatly. I really wish I was making that up. Okay, if Sharia law benefits women in the UK so great, then how comes in a Sharia court, a female witness is worth less than that of a male witness? If it benefits women in the UK so much, then how come Sharia law punishes women who are raped rather than the rapist? And if Sharia law benefits women so much, then why does it just consider women as objects? And yes, you could easily say that every religion has similar faults, which, you know, is somewhat true. However, religions such as Christianity has moved on with the times, they've evolved. If you look at any Christian country, more than likely they're usually very progressive on women's rights, LGBT rights, and you can freely be any religion or non-religion you want. But if you look at any Muslim country, I can guarantee that a woman there will have no rights, it will more than likely be illegal to be gay, and in many of those countries you're either stoned to death for being gay or you're forced to have a sex change. You can't even be Jewish in a lot of these countries, you won't be accepted in. Let alone be an atheist or, God forbid, a Christian. And no, Justin Dennis, these countries do not tolerate transgenders. Sorry, but they don't. The only reason why sex changes in these countries are accepted is to cure a homosexual of their homosexuality. I guess we all know that Justin likes to suck cock. The Koran itself is very problematic, as there are many parts of the Koran that is based around the Prophet Muhammad taking down infidels. Meanwhile, in the Bible, Jesus died for everyone's sins. Sure, there's the really hateful and not so nice Old Testament, but everything that Jesus teaches is the Christian teaching. Oh, and also, if you are a Muslim, it doesn't matter how progressive you are, you automatically support pedophilia because, guess what? Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl. But it's okay, she only lost her virginity to him when she was 9 years old. Unfortunately, if anyone dares to bring up all these facts, liberals will just automatically label you as Islamophobic. I'm sorry, but Islamophobia doesn't exist. A phobia stops being a phobia when the threat is real. It also doesn't matter how much people Muslims Allahu Akbar, they'll continue to defend Muslims. I have a good idea why liberals will defend Muslims. I mean, both support pedophilia. Or perhaps because both support censorship. Either way, those who do criticise Islam, like myself, are going to be labelled as being a hateful bigot for the foreseeable future, even when the criticisms are 100% justified. And yes, not all Muslims are terrorists, I would never say that. I've had Muslim friends. However, when the majority of terrorist attacks are Muslim related, then yes, there is a big problem with Islam. And it's not just the fact that a large majority of terrorist attacks are Muslim related. A large majority of Muslims also support these attacks. In France, 1/3 of young Muslims support terrorist attacks in the name of Islam, and more than 50 million are willing to support those who carry out terror attacks to defend their religion. And in 2016 alone, there was 2,477 Islamic attacks in 59 different countries. And yes, although a lot of these attacks are also carried out against Muslims, it also just shows that Islam does not discriminate who it discriminates against. But of course, terrorist attacks are all part and parcel of living in a big city, according to the Mayor of London. And since I know that people are going to call me racist, no, I'm not a racist. Islam is not a race. White people can be Islamic, brown people can be Islamic, black people can be Islamic, Asians can be Islamic, anyone can be Islamic. It's not a race, it's an ideology. Feel free to call me Islamophobic though, I have no problem with that. If being worried about a bearded goat fucker blowing me up for who I am is Islamophobic, then by all means, call me it. I'm Islamophobic and proud. If I'm Islamophobic, then okay, I'm okay with that. But it's time to stop saying that Islam is a religion of peace when it's clearly not. Islam in its current form is not compatible with Western values. It's time for Islam to either be the religion of peace that it claims to be, or to go home. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Maybe even check out my website if you want, if you like reading. And yeah, until next time, bye bye.